Hi, good evening. I'm Sandeep, and you're watching The Weekender at 5. In today's show, we take a fresh look on what's new in the immigration space. As we all know, that this year has been exceptionally busy. This year has been exceptionally busy in terms of immigration. In March, earlier in March, 1st of March, we have seen that the second phase of one of 2021 residency visa was opened, which we have seen a lot of applications were already filed. We are still in that time space where more and more applications are being consistently filed. Today is 30th of March, and we are at the end of March. And on 12th of April, as we know, in the third stage of government's phased border reopening plan, 5,000 international students will be allowed to enter into the country to continue their second semester of studies in New Zealand. We all know that for the last 2 odd years, there has not been any international students who have arrived. Along with that, the temporary migrants who were stuck overseas a lot, plus the new temporary migrants, they will also have a chance to enter into New Zealand starting from 12th of April. So what does that mean? It means that immigration New Zealand's offices, offshore centers, they will be coming under a lot of stress. They will be coming under a lot of pressure to receive applications in big numbers. We have already seen that after 2 long years of slumber where there was no visa processing from offshore, as soon as one of residency visa category was opened, there was a huge pressure on the department, and they were found wanting, I would say, if I may say so. So, to understand and to discuss on how well immigration is prepared about the incoming changes, incoming processing, and respond, we are going to speak to a noted immigration lawyer, Raj Pardeep Singh of Legal Associates, who has kindly joined us in today's digital show. Welcome to our show, Rajji. कैसे हैं आप?
Good evening, very good evening to all your viewers as well online, those who are watching you. Great to be with Sandeep and Indian Weekender.
Great, thank you, sir. So, सबसे पहले राज सर, as you know that 12th of April से जो third stage of border opening शुरू होगी, जिसमें
Yes.
हमें बताया गया है कि लगभग 5,000 international students will be able to enter New Zealand. So there is a lot of curiosity out there in the public that कब से वो 5,000 स्टूडेंट्स आएंगे, क्या उनकी एप्लीकेशंस आना शुरू हो गई हैं, इमिग्रेशन न्यूजीलैंड उन एप्लीकेशंस को कब प्रोसेस करेगा. This is to enhance their understanding how immigration New Zealand offices are prepared in anticipation of the border opening. तो
Yeah.
आपका
So,
इस बारे में क्या राय है? What is your take and what is your knowledge? Any insider knowledge?
yeah, correct. संदीप, फर्स्ट थिंग इज जो 12th अप्रैल से बॉर्डर ओपनिंग हुआ है वो जिनके पास ऑलरेडी वैलिड वीजाज हैं, वेदर दे वर इश्यूड 2 years बैक और बिफोर लॉकडाउन, सो दीज पीपल कैन कम टू न्यूजीलैंड. और जिनके जैसे स्टूडेंट वीजा अप्रूव हुए थे या वर्क वीजाज थे या पार्टनरशिप वीजाज थे, ड्यू टू सम रीजन दे वर नॉट एबल टू ट्रेवल टू न्यूजीलैंड, सो दे कैन एंटर न्यूजीलैंड. That's one thing. So once they are into New Zealand, then if their visa is expiring very soon, say within April, May, June, July, they can apply their visas in New Zealand once they are in New Zealand. That's one thing. Second thing, about student visa application, जो 5,000 आपने international students की बात की, they will be able to come around this time if it is after 12 April. Otherwise, mostly are coming for the semester in July.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so they will be processing, and all visa processing will be happening in New Zealand, Palmerston North branch.
Okay. Okay.
So there is no overseas branch currently with New Zealand immigration.
Okay. Perfect. So it means that जो इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स के वीजा प्रोसेसिंग अभी शुरू नहीं हुए हैं, वो लगभग 12 अप्रैल या मई के बाद शुरू होंगे. जुलाई में आने की उनकी तैयारी होगी. बाकी जो आप बता रहे हैं कि जो टेम्पररी माइग्रेंट्स who will be returning back, they are likely to be the one who were stuck overseas. They already had a visa.
Yeah, overseas stranded, जिसके लिए आप लोगों ने भी काफी I think न्यूज़ की थी, because they had their valid visas, whether they were on any visa,
Okay.
partner, dependent, work to residence, student
Parents,
visa,
yes.
open work visa, or their
Right.
student visa. I know some of my clients, their visa expiring on 15 April or
Okay.
within April. Yeah, but they are landing here on 12th or 13th.
Okay. So you are confident that
They
immigration
will be allowed
officers
to
in
enter.
the airport, they will be allowed to enter?
Yes.
Right, because we are living in a strange world now. We can say that there was a life before COVID and there is a life after COVID.
After
In
COVID.
in a pre-COVID world, we all know that immigration officers sitting in the airport, they would not allow you if you have not got less than 2 to 3 months of visa still valid, isn't it?
Yeah, that was, yeah, in some cases, they say mostly their passport should be valid 3 months or more. That was one condition. But if their visa is expiring, say within 1 week, so they may ask some questions. But in the
All right.
past, probably with our clients, yeah, no situation like
Okay,
that.
well, that's good news. That's good news. A lot of people who were stuck overseas and who have some kind of valid visas, at least they
Yeah,
can come back and enter into the country on 12th
come.
of April. So, okay, that clears a picture of how and what kind of workload immigration New Zealand is going to expect. Now, coming back to this one-off residency visa that we have heard a lot, and I'm sure that
Yes.
you will still be engaged and still be busy with a lot of applications coming in. So, what is your experience, Raj? आपको क्या लगता है one-off residence visa की mostly applications अंदर जा चुकी हैं या अभी भी हमारे temporary migrants ऐसे हैं जो आप जैसे lawyers के साथ या दूसरों के साथ अपनी applications तैयार कर रहे हैं?
Mostly work is already done.
Okay.
Around like 150,000 plus people already applied,
Oh,
residence visas. Yeah, correct.
okay. Okay.
Few still coming. Even today, I got one more, application. So people are still coming. It's not that everything is done, and it will go on till 31st of July. Because it's
Okay.
not about people who are in New Zealand, as you know, जो लोग बाहर से भी आएंगे on critical purpose visas till 31st July, they will
Right.
be able to submit whether they are from horticulture or healthcare sector. So they will be able to submit their residence visa application. And एक चीज और बताऊं मैं संदीप आपको, इसमें there is some confusion in the our community के भी उनके नंबर फिक्स है 165,000. अगर उतने लोगों ने सबमिट कर दी एप्लीकेशन तो इमिग्रेशन बंद कर देगा, नई एप्लीकेशंस नहीं लेंगे. सो आई कैन टेल हियर ऑन योर चैनल कि वो फिक्स नंबर नहीं है, इट्स अराउंड नंबर्स एंड दे आर
Right.
द डेट्स. अगर जो भी लोग क्वालिफाई करते हैं, मेन थिंग about
जी.
whether settled criteria, skilled criteria, or scarce list.
Right.
Everybody able to apply and submit application.
Definitely. No, thanks for clearing out this, Raj, because I think, yeah, it's quite a valid point you raise, and there is a lot of confusion out there. And it is good that we have cleared it in a timely manner for
Yeah,
people. They still have got time and they can still do their best and put their application in. Now, okay. And we all know that regardless of the expectation, people definitely have got a lot of expectation that they would be lucky enough to get their residency approved very soon. But I think
correct.
Immigration New Zealand
Immigration
has.
is very fast. As you know, they have started automated system, decision making system, and this is what they are using in this, in
Right.
4 steps.
So, what should if I have to ask you your experience in terms of this new automated response or
हाँ जी.
automated processing? आपको क्या
Yes.
लगता है ये जो नया सिस्टम है ये बेहतर है या पहले जैसा है या there is an improvement in their efficiency?
वेल डेफिनेटली, एक चीज तो है, इमिग्रेशन जो फेज 2 की एप्लीकेशन है उसमें दे वर वेरी सक्सेसफुल.
Okay.
पहले दिन पे ठीक है बिकॉज लॉट्स ऑफ पीपल वर अप्लाइंग, सो ग्लिचेस थे. वी हैव स्पोक विद यू, रिमेंबर, ऑन 1st of March
Yes,
और 2nd of March
definitely,
आते.
yes. जी.
करेक्ट. लेकिन आफ्टर दैट दे वर टोटली फाइन.
Okay.
5-10 मिनट्स के लिए सिस्टम रीबूट होता है एंड देन अगेन वी आर एबल टू कैरी ऑन द एप्लीकेशन. तो
Right.
प्रॉब्ली आई थिंक 12 या 13 या 15 मार्च तक थी एप्लीकेशंस, एवरीथिंग वाज
जी.
सबमिटेड वेरी वेल. So that's really great job by immigration. That's one thing. Second thing, as you know, it's about whether people will be working within the systems like immigration, or automated means software take a decision
Hmm.
मीटिंग द सर्टेन क्राइटेरिया. दिस वाज जो इनके फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड स्टेप्स हैं, इसके अंदर ऑटोमेटेड सिस्टम ही इनका चलेगा. जैसे
Okay.
एप्लीकेशन आपने सबमिट कर दी, उसकी पीडीएफ में वो कन्वर्ट कर देगा एप्लीकेशंस एंड दे विल डू. और अगर कई लोगों के जैसे रिजॉल्व आइडेंटिटीज हैं, जैसे नेम है, डेट ऑफ बर्थ सेम होती है, या कई बार एप्लीकेशन डिफरेंट होगी, तो जो आइडेंटिटी मर्ज है स्टेप 2 पे दे विल बी डूइंग दैट. और जो एएमएस सिस्टम है इनका न्यूजीलैंड इमिग्रेशन का, जो रिकॉर्ड करता है, डाटा कैप्चर करता है, एनहांस इमिग्रेशन सिस्टम है, जो एप्लीकेशन को एलोकेशन करेगा, जो वैलिड ट्रेवल डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं उनको वेरीफाई करेगा. ऑटोमेटेड सिस्टम में है ये. थर्ड स्टेप पे क्या होगा, जो ट्रिगर हेल्थ असेसमेंट्स हैं, जो आपने हेल्थ जैसे सिस्टम किया हो, जैसे उन्होंने कहा है कि विल बी आस्किंग फॉर लिमिटेड मेडिकल्स.
Okay.
So that's what automated system hai. They will be checking their what do you call, their medical is valid, their X-ray is valid, what's expired. They will be asking them to do that. Same way they will be doing New Zealand police certificates.
Mhm.
They will be assessing as per
Right.
data, date of birth, and
Mhm.
their enhanced system,
Mhm.
whether this is the person who is convicted or not, or get their
Mhm.
police certificates. एक दूसरा है जो थर्ड वर्ल्ड कंट्री एंड डिफरेंट कंट्रीज ऑफ द वर्ल्ड जहां से नेशनल सिक्योरिटी क्लियरेंस चाहिए होती है, मतलब योर
Mhm.
फैमिली, योर ब्रदर, पूरा एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली, उनके सबके डेट ऑफ बर्थ, नाम, ऑक्यूपेशन के साथ दे चेक इट वेदर
Right.
दे आर अलाइंड टू एनी टेररिस्ट ग्रुप और bad people who are not allowed to come to New Zealand, whether people are from now Ukraine or पहले
Mhm.
Somalia था, Zimbabwe, South Africa,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
other countries as well. तो
Mhm.
वो फिर एंड स्टेप 4 पे if everything comes clean,
Mhm.
automated system है, AIP will be approved.
Okay. Okay.
AIP. Or agar nahi hai, they got concern and all that, then case officer is appointed, and then they said whether they need further information to clear.
Right.
FYI
But
जिसको
you mean to
बोलते हैं.
say, like you mean to say, under the new process, the case officer will be appointed right towards the end of the processing, not
Yeah,
towards the
if they need
start.
a further information or
Mm.
any concern is there, like PPA letter, if they need to raise any concern
Okay.
regarding health, character, misleading information,
तो
documentation.
अभी ये जो उनका प्रोसेसिंग सिस्टम है, is
हाँ
this
जी.
being implied only on the one of residence visa categories, or
Yes.
they are applying it to other visa categories or residencies as well?
Two categories currently working. One is visitor visa.
Mhm.
The people who are in New Zealand, they can apply into automated system. And second is this residence visa 21.
Right.
That's why so many approved. Currently, I think around 12,000 applications is approved
Right.
till last week or this week, and
Okay.
around 25,000 plus people involved in that. That's approved. So
Okay.
still a big task need to be completed by immigration, and it can take, I think, longer, probably by the end of this year or maybe longer than that,
Right. Okay.
because currently जो न्यूजीलैंड इमिग्रेशन का पूरा एंटायर सिस्टम है, they are working only on residence visa
On
21.
residence visa. Well, which is a
And
good news, definitely for those people who are, who have been waiting so impatiently for getting this kind of outcome. It is definitely a good news for them. But there are many others as well, both
बट
in the
संदीप वही है
country
ना,
and
देखो
outside the
लास्ट टाइम
country.
आपने देखा कि न्यूजीलैंड इमिग्रेशन का जो एफिशिएंसी है, एक्चुअली इट हैज गॉन डाउन. एंड
Surely.
द रीजन आपको देखा कि पहले ओवरसीज की एप्लीकेशंस होती थी,
Mm,
फिर
mm,
क्राइस्ट चर्च का हुआ,
mm.
करेक्ट, फिर कोविड
True.
हुआ, एंड अभी
Definitely.
यूक्रेन का अगर आप वेबसाइट पे देखोगे, यूक्रेन फैमिली वीजाज एंड पीपल कमिंग फ्रॉम यूक्रेन इज अ प्रायोरिटी अगेन,
Priority again. Definitely.
which was in
No,
the Syria, in the, so
sure.
इनके पास इतने लोग नहीं हैं और उसके लिए ऑटोमेटेड सिस्टम नहीं है, so everything then goes down.
It
So
goes down.
currently they put everything into one residence visa 21,
Mm,
and now Ukraine comes, so probably they will take out some people. Still
mm.
people are working on critical
Oh,
per
yes,
visa.
that has been another constant source of criticism of Immigration New Zealand in last few odd years. That
Yeah,
the way they have been doing the planning and the forecasting was never accurate. हम जानते रहे हैं कि पिछले कुछ सालों में पहले उन्हें पार्टनरशिप वीजा के नंबर्स का इल्म नहीं था, ज्ञान नहीं था कि कितना डिमांड आएगी. वैसे ही
yeah.
फिर स्किल माइग्रेंट कैटेगरी में नहीं था.
Hmm.
So forecasting and then arranging the right resources within immigration system has been a constant source of criticism. Well, that takes me to the other point, and I think the last important point for tonight's discussion.
Yeah,
We all know that very soon accreditation visa, this employer
correct.
accredited visa, is going to come.
Here
So
we
from
go.
what I vaguely recall, it's going to be somewhere in the mid of May, 20th of May or something,
Yeah,
which is again going to be a big exercise for Immigration New Zealand. We know that this employer accredited visa has been extended a couple of times before in the last few years, and this is we are still not sure that how far Immigration New Zealand and the government is prepared to deliver it this time. So what is your take on that? आपको क्या सुनाई दे रहा है, क्या मालूम चल रहा है इस employer accredited visa के बारे में?
same as I said, because their main resources are on residence visa 21, and they want to complete that. And if they want to start accreditation, more than 30,000 New Zealand employers who support visas, they need to get accredited.
Okay.
So it's here we go. You're getting another 30,000 applications, and
And from what,
immigration
yes, and from what I know or I have been
28
told,
May.
G.
After 2 months, 28 May, it will start. They will
Okay.
start accepting the applications.
No, no,
And they
yes,
got,
the important thing is that for this, employers will be required to invest a lot of money as well to get that
yes,
employer, isn't it? So it's a
it's
big
expensive,
financial
like for,
commitment from them as well.
yeah, yeah. Immigration will be charging fee, and it's in actually three steps accreditation. One is accreditation application for the employer. Once it is done, the application fee for standard accreditation is, I think, $780. And for high volume, like more than 5 employees, if you are supporting on visa, then it's, I think, $1,480. So it's a quite, and plus it will be legal fee or whether they are doing it by
So
themselves.
what do you mean to say that a small business owner, say a restaurant owner or
Those
a
who are,
supermarket, yes,
yeah, small businesses, or standard accreditation is for the businesses, those who employ at least up to 5 people on visa, temporary visa. If they want to support 5 employees, they call standard accreditation or standard accredited employers.
उसके लिए कितनी फीस है?
$780.
Okay, okay. Well,
And
that's reasonable, right? Yeah.
yeah, and then more than five, like this, a high volume, it's a $1,480.
Okay, okay.
And then
And
this is the first phase. Once you get accreditation, then second phase, it's not straight away you can sponsor or support any staff or employee. Second step in this is then you need to apply again for a job check application.
okay.
Again, that's around $600 fee for that job check. Once the job check application is approved, it means similar to approval in principle, like you got 2 employee, 3, 5, or 10 employees, approval in principle, like job check. Yes, now you can recruit.
Okay.
And that job check will start in June, and then from July 4th, then employer assisted that visas will start. Then employees can apply their visas from overseas or from New Zealand.
Okay. Okay.
So it's a three-step process,
It's a
accreditation.
three-step process, and yeah, it's a quite ambitious announcement by this government, and they
Correct.
want to
And
revamp
they
the
were
whole.
planning to execute last 3 years actually.
Yes,
Then the
certainly,
pandemic came, and then even last year they said in July definitely they are going to start.
surely.
But in July they just take out the only the hourly pay rate to 27, and then they again postpone. Okay, let's see next year. So this year
Definitely.
they are saying
It's going to
definitely.
be, yes, it's going to be awaited with a lot of anticipation, and people would like to see how successful this drive is, this new visa category is.
Correct.
And it is just not about the employees that are coming in, it is about the businesses here who are already
So both
struggling
ways,
with it.
and
Yes,
it's expensive actually. The
yes,
hourly rate will be $27.76 per hour. If you do, only then you can support any employer-assisted work visas. In that, there is no low skill, like between $21, like from tomorrow it will start.
right. Okay. Well, yeah, that takes us to another big problem, and I think yeah, that will be the beyond the scope of this interview today, Raj.
Yeah,
That how that is impacting the labor market, the availability of labor to our businesses, to
correct.
hospitality, and many other industry. But yes, coming back to immigration space, I think there is a lot on the table for Immigration New Zealand. I think yeah, thanks for sharing your insight. Before I let you go, any word of advice or any word of vision that you want to comment on any upcoming policy or announcement from Immigration New Zealand?
One thing will be about the partners, which they are saying last, I think, 2, 3 months, that partners, those who are temporary visa holders partner, like new partners, I'm not saying they were on visa, probably they will bring it from June, July. But again, as you know, every week we wait for the announcement or expectation, that immigration will do something. So they will come
Sure.
because they were supposed to come in October.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
visitor visa or tourism as well, they're planning that we will bring forward from October to June, July. So still
Surely,
we
well,
are,
that's another issues. One of the issues, Raj, which we at Indian Weekender are highly passionate about. We
yeah,
constantly probe government, and yes, from what we last probed the government, we found that partnership visas will be started to process in July. But there were many to and fro's between the minister's office and Indian Weekender, and it was
correct.
clarified that only
Mm,
those who qualify for living together would be able to get those partnership visas approved, which is again a big call. a big, I would say, big hindrance and obstacle for
Yeah.
our broader Kiwi Indian community,
Yeah.
and that is again a source of big frustration. But again, thank you very much, Raj, for bringing out all those insights and sharing your vision, your take on how immigration in New Zealand is faring as of now,
Processing. Yeah.
and processing, and what we can expect in near future. So thanks for your valuable time, Raj, and valuable insight. We look forward to speak to you again in near future.
Thank you, Sandeep, and thank you, Indian Weekender. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Thank you. So this is we, Sandeep, along with our production team, bringing you Weekender at 5. Thank you very much.